I think that if you take voluntary groups and volunteers away, then I don't think the country would run. But I don't know that we have enough clout as yet, but I think it's getting better.
We get a little bit of funding from council, but we know they don't have money, so we don't expect any more than what we get.
Big public meetings can be really quite off-putting for people, especially if they've got mental health problems or if they have problems with childcare or something like that. So I think sort of smaller focus groups or smaller spaces in which people can have the opportunity to come and make their voice heard, but also that follow-up, the sort of sense of something that I've said or something that I know is happening in my community has then been acted upon, and what's been the consequence of my involvement with it. And so I think that's quite a struggle, especially for larger organisations to kind of be able to do that.
Well, I think it's important now, specifically with all the cuts and the statutory organisations being underfunded, that they reinvest in the third sector. You know, we shouldn't have to be going cap in hand every few months to try and get a rent. We're sustainable just now, you know, but who's to say the novelty doesn't wear off, you know, and I've got to go and beg to pay a parish church an excessive amount of money just to keep a few folk off the drink. You know, if you're going to underfund the NHS and the council and the social work, then we believe that you should be putting into the third sector.
I think we impact on them because the voluntary sector does things that public services used to do.
So we're doing things like clearing areas that are quite overgrown, putting in flower tubs, doing all that kind of thing. And I know even in other parts of Scotland, these were jobs that the council used to do. I think we know that there's financial restraints and time restraints on the councillor, and in actual fact, local residents can actually do a pretty good job themselves, and they have an ownership of it as well.
Rather than doing things where the agencies feel comfortable, coming out to people where they feel more comfortable, I think will benefit that kind of exchange of information and ideas.